To clerk a patient's history and examination, you need to open the ED workflow. To do this, click on the patient's name. The menu generally defaults to ED workflow, and here are the various tabs. So I've got these here. The one I actually want to work on is SDEC Admission, so I'm going to move that over here. So it's the first one. Now here's the content, and this is an index to what you're seeing here. So clinical lead, next thing presenting complaints. If you wish to, you could move these items up and down to wherever you want. Also, if you click over here and click on components, you can see all the components listed here. And if there were some that didn't have tags next to them, so let's say you want to add microbiology, it wasn't there before, but you want to add it, you can add it. Likewise, if you didn't want it, you could deselect it, and other things that you did not want because you do not want to record them at this time. I'm going to put that back in. Another option you can choose when documenting the patient's ED workflow is to set up contextual view split screen. I might explain. If I reduce this down to 75%, you'll see at the number at the end of all the sections where you have to enter information, there's these links, contextual view, contextual view. If you click on it, it moves it like a split screen to the side. If you want to move it back, you just simply click on there. But if we go through here and we move all the sections which you have got to add information to, it leaves your data sections here in the middle. So go down a bit further, and if you want to add your examination findings, review of systems, etc. on the right, you can view the information on the left, and therefore you can enter the information. So for example, here's the triage form. Now the triage form, complaint was syncope with LOC, and if I needed to bring that across, I could drag that across into here and then document it further. You can then just close that document and go back and proceed through the rest of the clerking of the patient. If you don't save it, it will auto save, but as you complete each section, it's best to click on save as you move down. Now for every single part of this SDEC admission workflow, there is a guide, and it is incorporated in these course notes. So for each section, there is a guide how to complete it. Once you have completed all the information you wish to enter, you then need to click on the SDEC Admission Clerking note. When the admission clerking note enters, any information you've entered in the ED workflow will transfer over. For each section, you have the option to refresh the section. So for example, if there's an observation section, a vital signs section, when you do that, it will bring across the latest notes. You can click in here and insert free text that you can type underneath each of these headings. And if you wish to remove a section because you don't want it part of your note, you click on Remove Note. When you have finished your note, click on Sign Submit. Confirm the titles are correct, and then click on Sign. The document will be automatically added to the documentation section of the patient's record. And if you go back to the ED workflow and look in the documentation section, it will be added there too.